Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so this next problem is another law of sines, at least how to start up, how to solve this, and then we can go from there to see how to finish the problem. So I know it's not A, B, and C, but that's the blanket formula for this. So I went ahead and filled in for L's and M's, and we don't know anything about the N's. Now, some of you might be sitting there and saying, hey, I don't have two angles. How do you know to do the law of sines? Well, we didn't have, let me write this down. We did not have side angle side. In other words, the angle that was given was not in between the two side lengths that were given. So we're back at the law of sines. So the first thing I would do is figure out what sine of M is equal to, because if we mess with n's, we have two unknowns, and we wouldn't be able to solve that yet, but we will down the road. So if we cross multiply, it's 54 times sine of M is equal to 44 times sine of 23 degrees. Well, anytime you're trying to find an angle measure, well, let's get rid of this 54 first. You divide that over first. Anytime you're trying to find an angle, you want to do inverse sine of whatever this other stuff is. I don't know what this numerical value is, but it'll be something. And I'm going to go to my calculator in degree mode and be able to figure it out. So just typing in inverse sine of, I'm just typing in sine of 23 divided by 54. As I type that in, I get roughly, for this answer, 18.565 degrees, depending on where your teacher is asking you to round. So angle N then is a obtuse angle, which is going to make our answer complicated here. But what's going to happen is the three angles have to add up to be 180 degrees. So as you start subtracting off, angle N has to be 138.435 degrees. So from here, we can figure out what side length N is by cross multiplying one more time. So as we type that in and cross multiply, I always like to use the original, what was given to us. So N is going to equal 54 times sine of that 138 that we just got over sine of 23. So it looks really complicated, but at the end of the day, it is very straightforward. And the length of N, I got to be about 91.692. So follow the directions, unlike what I'm doing, and figure out where to round. But I'm figured it's better to give you more than less.